Hey guys, Ryan here with registeryourip.com. Welcome to this week's video. Today I want to talk about releases. This is a legal document in which someone waives certain personal rights they might have. A release is relevant to anyone that is working with models, doing interviews, or shooting pictures or videos on location. You need to have a release if the nature of your project is commercial. However, no release is required if the project is simply informational. So before we get started, let's define a couple terms. First, informational simply means that the purpose of the project is to inform, educate, or express opinions protected by the First Amendment. Commercial means that the purpose of the project is to sell or endorse something. We'll be focusing on commercial here. As a side note, if you monetize your YouTube videos, they could be considered as having a commercial purpose, thus requiring a release. So now that we have the basics, let's look at the three main types of releases you probably will see. First, we have the model release. This is a generic term, and this release would be used anytime you're using someone's name or likeness. These are pictures, videos, paintings, or any other type of artwork you make of someone else. The release should be clear and in writing with the signature of the appropriate person. Remember, if the individual is a minor, a parent's signature is needed. As a tip, print up a number 3x5 cards with your model release on them. Keep them with your equipment and just make it a habit to ask for a release anytime you involve someone that might be used for a commercial purpose. Okay, now the second type of release, the interview release. The interview release is similar to a model release, but instead of being concerned primarily with someone's name or likeness, we want permission to use their actual statements. The interview release should focus on granting rights to record and then use the commercial interview. A good example of this would be interviews performed for a documentary. Okay, last is our third type of release, the property release. Most people are unaware that such a release is even needed or even exists. However, many historical buildings and famous architectural works require release before images of them can be used for a commercial purpose. For instance, the Sears Tower requires the release of the Sears Company if you intend to use pictures of it for a commercial fashion. Okay, so now that we've had all three types, here's a quick recap. If your project involves a model, interview, or certain properties, and the use which may be commercial, you will need to have a release. If you're unsure, err on the side of caution and just get a release. It can save a ton of headache down the road. As always, there's no substitute for competent legal counsel. If you're unsure about the specifics of your situation, please contact us. We'd be more than happy to help. Have a great week, guys. Look forward to next week's video.